All right. Let's move on to the Patriots and see how their numbers.
See how their numbers look.
So there's, well, not really. Well, we can.
We'll compare them in the next video.
That's right. The next video.
So,
Predictions. Predictions.
Patriots ended their season 14-3.
Again.
We did the Seahawks, but not everybody may watch the Seahawks one.
Right.
We are only looking at regular season numbers right now.
Yep. Not going into preseason, postseason.
Yeah, we will do
like
that. The postseason ones in our prediction.
Yes.
For both teams. We kind of
Yes.
wanted to break it up and keep it a little simpler. We did write numbers down because we're not going to try to remember everything.
No.
I'll repeat what I said in the Seahawks one. If you look at stats as to where each team is ranked, you can go to a dozen different websites and find a dozen different rankings. We compared a bunch and kind of felt as though that these ones here all were pretty close with each other. So we took that as a consensus and kind of looked at that.
Yep.
We use Football Database. They've been pretty good.
Yeah.
They seem to have the information pretty well. Comparing it to what we're seeing listed for like yardages and stuff like that, they all seem to be right on.
And it always made it easier when we were doing live streams and on my laptop having.
We use them for the
team.
rosters.
We used it for the rosters.
And I heard, some other bigger, much bigger content creators say that they've used them and they found them to be good. And I've even heard of them mentioned in some of the more national shows and stuff.
Right,
For certain things.
Right.
So
Take it how you.
yeah, if you look it up somewhere else, like those numbers aren't right. You're going to see ESPN probably has something different.
Right.
NFL may have something different.
Exactly. So
Football Database not only was pretty consistent, their website is easy to navigate for a lot of that.
It is very
Once
easy.
you figure a few little things out, they're very easy. So moving on to the overview.
Yes.
Their defense is ranked 8th.
Okay.
Not bad. That's,
Yeah.
I think there's times where they look like a better defense than that. I think there's times where they look worse than that.
That's probably an average on.
Yeah.
On
Well,
the two.
that's compared to the other 32 teams. Out of
Well,
32
true.
teams,
Yeah.
they were 8th. Anytime you're in that top 10 in anything, that's very good to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
To a guy that doesn't know everything about football, that's for sure.
Right. And to a girl that doesn't know.
Offense, I was surprised,
Okay.
is ranked 3rd.
Okay.
They ranked offense 3rd, and that's because of yards, points, and things like that. I was surprised. I looked it up a couple other places, and it was ranked 3rd there too.
All right.
That was when I'm like, is that really? So I went and looked it up again,
Somewhere else.
and I was seeing 3rd.
Okay. All right.
No offense, New England. I just didn't think your offense was ranked. I had thought maybe more like 5th, 6th. I
Yeah.
did not realize that they were 3rd.
Okay. Well.
My bad. As you can probably tell, she is a Bengals fan, so that's the team we focus on most. I do not have a preferred team. I like the game of football. Full disclosure, we live in Maine. So, yeah, we know a thing or two about New England football when it comes to that,
Yeah.
obviously. And
Yes.
we don't dislike the Patriots. In fact,
No, we
they're
don't.
a team that we have rooted for quite a bit because we like to see New England teams do well.
That.
These videos, though, Seahawks in this one, we're trying to be very non-biased and kind of right down the middle. I'm
Neutral.
a number fact-based person. She is much more the, emotional and my gut feeling.
Yeah.
I'm more of what do the numbers say.
Yeah. Exactly.
So their passing defense is 9th.
Okay.
Rushing defense is 6th. Points defense, as far as number of points they allow, is 4th.
Okay.
So they don't allow a lot of points. Their offensive for the rush is 6th, and for the pass is 4th, and points scored they're 2nd.
Okay.
So apparently they're the 2nd highest scoring offense, which again, I didn't think it was them. I knew the Rams were number 1. So I'm going to re-verify some of these numbers. But if this video goes up like it is, then it's correct.
Yeah.
And then,
pretty much all top 10 for
yep,
those.
just like the Seahawks, everything's in the top 10.
Right.
Yes, New England had a easier schedule than just about any other team. When you look at their opponents' records, most of their opponents had a losing season, or at least, I shouldn't say most, I'd have to look at that and get that correct, but at
Right.
least a high percentage.
Yeah.
However, if you look at their opponents, a lot of them had defenses ranked.
Yeah.
They weren't bottom of the rank. There was a
Okay.
bunch of them that were in like the top 20. I believe some were top 15.
Okay.
So average to better than average defenses.
Right.
Like I said, we're only doing regular season, but in the off season they took on the number 1 and number 2 defenses and won. Were they pretty games? No. Did they win? Yes. And you'd rather have a win than a pretty loss. An ugly win is better than a pretty loss.
Exactly. Yeah.
So take it for what it is.
So,
You have more individual results.
all right. So, starting right
Real
out.
quick,
What?
we looked obviously at the quarterbacks.
Yeah.
We looked at their number 1 wide receiver and their number 1 running back.
Yes.
Obviously, there are other players, and we could have gone on and on and on. We will touch more on that in our predictions video, because then we can compare the two teams.
Yes.
This is a general 10,000-foot overview of the team.
So, starting off with Drake May. I mean, this kid, yardage had 4,394 yards
Yep.
on the season. Now, again, regular season. Had 31 touchdowns. He,
That's 31 passing touchdowns.
right,
He had 4 rushing touchdowns.
yeah. 8 interceptions on the season.
That's not bad.
That's not bad. You average that over, that's, yeah.
You know, just on his passing, that's right around 1 and 4. Or 8 and 8 is 16. 16 times 2 is 32. So just about 1 and 4. Not awesome. You'd like to see that more like 1 in 10. You know,
Right.
I say want to see it. I don't know what the best record for touchdown versus interception is in the NFL.
Yeah.
But you know, 1 and 4 is, especially for a first. He's not a rookie. It's his first year as the starting all games. He's
right.
the number
Yeah.
1 starter.
That's, to me, that's not terrible.
No, it's not. No. And he got a lot of those earlier in the season.
Yeah.
It seemed like to me, watching what we did see of
Right.
their games,
Right.
just some dumb decisions to throw, and they
Last
cost
minute.
him.
Yeah, last minute, running to the
But he's still
sideline
growing. He's still
and
learning.
throwing. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, he is.
he had 17 games this year, and I don't know what he played last year. Let's say even if he played 8 games last year,
Okay.
you know, you're talking 25 games in his life in the NFL, compared to guys that have 50, 60, 70 games. Yeah, I don't think that's bad.
Right, right. So for rushing for May, he rushed for 450 yards. And again, that was the 4 touchdowns for rushing that he brought in. Average was 4.4 yards per carry.
Yeah,
For-
not bad.
That's not bad.
You know, he got a bunch of first downs with his legs.
He did.
We've seen him do it.
So he is a mobile QB.
He's a dual threat. I wouldn't put him in the category of Lamar Jackson or Josh Allen
Right, but
in the tuck and run and pick up 30.
yeah, from
You
what
know,
I've seen,
which they've done sometimes.
what I did see, whether it was postseason, regular season, a lot of it during the games is like he was scrambling and it would open up a hole.
Yeah, nobody was open,
And
so
then
he'd
he
just
would-
turn and run.
he'd
And
just turn and run.
he's a pretty big boy.
Yeah.
He can, you know, put the stiff arm on you or you know, he's not easy to bring down. He needs to learn to
tucks the
slide sometimes a little more, but
Yeah.
again, that's young rookie QB that's like,
Exactly.
I got to make a name for myself, and I'm not going to let these guys bully me.
Right.
I think is what a lot of
Yeah.
that is. But he also has to go, hey, I got to be healthy for not only the next down, but the next game and the game after that.
That.
You know,
So all right. So Stephon Diggs
who I think's had a resurgence this year compared to what he's done.
with the Bills. Was it
Well,
the Bills?
he was with Texans before that.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I mean, Diggs is a good wide receiver. But this year here, he's really kind of opened things up a bit.
Yeah. So he had a total of 1,013 yards in the regular season.
Again, a wide receiver, any wide receiver that gets over 1,000 yards, it's a good season.
Yeah.
That's a very good season.
Exactly. Yeah.
Is it the best season out there? Nope.
But
I believe JSN actually probably has the most yards.
mhm.
He's got 1,793.
Yeah.
That's a considerable amount more. But I think Stephon Diggs brought to New England that veteran. I think his importance on the team is a lot more than the numbers on the paper.
Yeah.
That presence, that experience, that, hey, my quarterback's in trouble, I got to come back to the ball.
Yeah.
I have to make a play to get open more. And even, okay, instead of
Right.
getting that
Yeah.
8 yards, we're going to get 4, 5, something like that. But I'm going to give him an out
Yeah.
to throw to,
Yeah. Yeah. He had 4 touchdowns on the season,
which is low.
which is low.
I would
for
have
him,
expected
but
more.
I would have thought
However, a lot of that comes down to the way that they,
utilize him.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the way that they score points more in the red zone, they tend to go to their big tight ends,
Yep.
and they run the ball a fair amount.
Yeah, they do. They do. So
They spread it out some.
now you got Henderson, rush for 911 yards.
Not just shy of 1,000.
Yeah.
Um,
So not
young guy,
again, not terrible for
no.
sweet.
Chelsea.
Yes. Touchdowns, he had 9. He had 9 touchdowns on the season.
Rushing.
Rushing.
He had 1 receiving.
That's right.
So he scored a total of 10 TDs.
Yeah.
Very good. Very, very good.
Total team sacks was 35.
So the defense is we discussed them briefly.
Yeah.
We will go a little bit more into that when we do our prediction one.
Right.
But 35 sacks for the season. I'd have to look and see where that lines up, but I think that's a little better than average.
Yeah, I would say so.
You're around 2 sacks per game.
Yeah. Not bad.
17 games, yeah, times 2 is 34. So yeah, you're just a tit
Why he's
over
better at numbers.
over 2 sacks a game.
Yeah. I wouldn't complain at that.
No, that's not too bad. You'd like to see those numbers higher, but everybody would like to see the numbers higher, except for interceptions and
Right.
things like that.
Nope,
But
well, yes.
all in all, I think New England has a very, very good team. I think they're well placed to go into this Super Bowl and be a competitor,
Yeah.
not just be, oh hey, we're here.
Right.
Let's play the game and we'll stick around and watch the Seahawks get their trophy. I think
They're gonna make
have a legitimate chance of winning this game.
They're gonna make the Seahawks really work.
It's not a cakewalk.
No. No.
It isn't for the Seahawks.
No.
When I look at their offense rating, their defense rating, yeah,
Yeah, it's gonna be, like I said in our last video, it's gonna be a damn good game.
I think Patriots are really going to have to cover JSN very, very well. I think that's their key to this game.
Yeah.
JSN having almost 1,800 yards this year.
Yeah, they're gonna need to.
The thing
really-
is it goes from JSN at almost 1,800 to Cooper Kupp at over 500. But under 600 yards.
Yeah.
It's a huge drop off
Right.
to him. New England, it isn't as big a drop off. You've got 3 or 4 guys in the receiving that are all up 500 and up.
Yeah.
In fact, I think it was Hunter Henry that's pretty darn
Yes,
close
he is.
to
Yes.
to Diggs and had more touchdowns.
Yeah.
Things like that. Rushing was the same thing. It's a lot closer. It falls off drastically after Walker for the Seahawks. It doesn't as much. Drake May has more rushing yards than some of the Seahawks running backs. So he's going to have to stay mobile.
Yep.
And they're going to have to keep JSN in check. Gonzalez is the guy
Yeah.
that's going
he
to
is.
have to step up
Yeah.
and do that without committing a lot of penalties. This game has to be played clean
Yeah, it does.
for New England to have a chance. If they give up a lot of yardage on penalties, especially first downs and things like that,
It's,
for
yeah,
DPI or holding or things like that,
it's going to make it harder.
the
on-
game's could get out of hand.
Yep.
Because the Seahawks can put up, their offense. Yeah, their offense is the points for their offense is third. Points for the offense for New England is second.
Yeah.
So
It's damn close.
you've got to be. It's got to be a clean game. So.
Yeah, and that's what we said in our last video too, and that's what we've said all season. We want good, clean, non-injury.
May's done a good job of not turning the ball over in the postseason.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to continue.
Yeah.
His O-line has got to protect him.
Mm-hmm.
He gets sacked a lot.
He does.
He gets sacked enough in this game and goes out injured. I don't think New England has any hope.
No.
No offense to your backups, but
No.
they're not winning that game. We saw that with the Broncos game. Stidham is a solid backup usually,
Right.
and he couldn't win it for him.
No.
If you guys have got to bring in Danny from the Giants, not Daniel Jones, but the other one.
Yeah.
Anyways, the Italian
Him.
kid,
Him.
this one, DeVito. It's not Danny DeVito.
No. Tommy.
Tommy DeVito. I always call him Danny DeVito. If Danny DeVito has to come in and be your backup
I
QB,
am
you're
so
effed.
sorry.
You are
Oh
effed.
yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, now he's trying to steal Eli Manning's job while Eli's taking his job with Jersey Mike's.
Yeah.
Tommy DeVito, I don't see him being able to, no offense,
Right.
win that game.
Yeah.
So Drake's got to protect the ball and himself, and that O-line has got to give him protection, and the O-line is a weakness.
Yeah.
There is some.
Oh God. Yes.
Will Campbell is a rookie doing his best to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
He missed some time with injuries.
He did.
He's got 2 weeks. He will have had 2 weeks, and they better figure crap out.
Yep. And
Because that defense for Seattle will get to you.
Yeah. Knowing what I've seen of Vrabel, he's not gonna.
But he's got to work with what he's got, and that's it.
No, I know that, but he's gonna do what he can to better this team
Yep.
even more in these 2 weeks before the Super Bowl.
Oh, he'll have him as ready as possible.
Oh God, yeah.
And Mike McDonald will have the Seahawks as ready as possible.
Right.
I think both teams, both coaches, both teams are very well coached.
Yes.
Vrabel has a bit more experience as a head coach.
Yes, he does.
A lot of that was with the Titans and was not the best, but I don't know who can succeed with the Titans as a head coach.
Unfortunately.
I don't know. Hopefully
Right.
they can, but
So I can't remember. I wrote this number down.
that is May's completion percentage in the regular season at 72%.
That's what it was. I didn't write above what it was.
For comparison, Sam Darnold is 67.7%.
So again,
A little over 4% better, which is a fair amount for a QB percentage.
it is, but it's still right.
That 72% is, at one time he was number 1 in the NFL for completion percentage.
Okay.
I believe through the regular season he still is. So his completion is good. If you can get Diggs and Hollins and those guys open downfield,
Mhm.
he's deadly accurate with the long ball.
Yes, he is.
It's going to be buying him, it can his O line buy him enough time for
To
that play
get.
to develop.
Yeah.
So hopefully they can,
Mhm.
and we'll find out.
Yeah, we will definitely find out. Yeah. So I'm still at a loss as
Picking
to.
this game is going to be tough.
Mhm.
We want to wait until all injury reports are out
Yes.
for guys that may be injured, guys that may miss the game, but also
Mhm.
any guys that may be able to come back.
Yeah.
I'm not sure who on either team is on that kind of cusp where they may be able to.
Right. I can't remember.
I know that there are some that are just out. There is no coming back this season.
Right.
Um,
Yeah.
I know that there was some question about, there's been concerns going around about May's shoulder
Mhm.
after a tackle.
Yeah.
I watch Dr. Brian Suter,
Mhm.
who is a sports medicine expert, and I believe he is one of the doctors for the Cowboys.
Oh,
So
okay.
he is not, you know, ignorant about the ways of athletes.
Mhm.
He's been very, very good. He's kind of been my go-to when there's been an injury because
Yeah.
he's very good about being analytical about it
Right.
and really explaining it well.
Mhm.
He doesn't feel as though there's any concern there for a major injury. Obviously, he said we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah. My thing is when, of course, I didn't realize on that. I didn't see it during the game.
I
I
didn't
must have
really
missed
notice it
it.
either.
And from what you were describing, it seriously looked like he was just trying to fix his shoulder
There
pads.
is where he's doing this and kind of shaking it out.
Oh, okay.
Um, his wife comes up to him after the game and does this, and it looks like he makes kind of a face where he winces a little bit.
Could,
Was it that, or was he just making a funny face at his wife? I do it to you all the time.
yes, you do, and I do it back. I mean,
So,
but
and like Dr. Suter said, and other athletes have said, when you're done a game, especially a game where there was a, got sacked 5 times,
yeah,
it was cold.
mm-hmm,
You are sore.
yeah,
And there's a difference between something hurts and a true injury.
mm-hmm,
Pain and a true injury. He's got 2 weeks.
yeah,
So if there is an issue, most likely it can be,
worked out.
at least well enough that it's
Mm-hmm,
not going to be a problem for one game.
yeah,
We'll have to wait and see.
mm-hmm,
I hope there's nothing wrong.
yeah,
Tom Brady was listed with a right shoulder injury in the injury report for most of his career.
yeah, and look what he did.
Yeah, and I think he did all right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm not saying Drake May is Tom Brady,
Right.
but my point is after 17 regular season games and now 3 postseason games,
Yep.
uh, and any preseason games you've played in, you've played 20. The man's played 20 games minimum, and I don't know what he did for preseason. You're going to be sore. You're going to be banged up. There's going to be some of that. Oh, that hurt.
Yeah, and especially right after a cold game.
And a 200-pound man tackling you to the ground and landing on this side and driving you into the ground.
Yeah.
It's going to hurt.
Yeah.
I'd never worn football pads, but I'm wondering, too, if that could have got driven into the top.
Mm-hmm.
Some in that, because it did come up some. Could that have got driven in? And what it was, ow.
Yeah.
And it's just skin and soft tissue at the top that's sore. Don't know. I played soccer, not football, so
Yeah, our son played football, but
I'd have to ask him about it.
Yeah.
But quarterback pads are different.
Yeah.
They allow for more movement.
Right.
James was a defensive lineman. His was more, I'm going to hit you hard with them.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Good point.
But I don't think it's anything major. I don't think there's any
Right.
reason to be super concerned.
Mm-hmm.
New England, we wish you nothing but the best.
Definitely.
Obviously, this is a Bengals channel. This is her channel.
Sorry.
I kind of do the Tech and stats.
Yes.
I help her with stats.
Yeah, because he's more by the numbers.
Yep.
And I'm more.
She sees some of the big picture like that.
Mm-hmm.
I like to look at the numbers.
He likes to break it down more in depth.
Yep.
Me, I like to give me an overview.
Yep. Which I do like too for certain things, and then I'll break things down. But,
yeah.
We wish you nothing but the best of luck.
Yes. I mean, obviously, we're from New England. We like you had said, we like to see New England teams do good and things like that. But, I mean, obviously.
We will, we'll be watching. We'll be live streaming it.
Mm-hmm.
We want a safe game, no injuries.
Yep.
Go out there and give them hell, guys.
Exactly.
Clean game.
Yeah, good.
Hopefully you
game.
get good officiating. We all know that there's been questions about that this year
Yeah.
and in years past, but I hate to see a game end because of a questionable / bad call by the refs.
Exactly.
Especially the Super Bowl, because then there's always that little asterisk next to the win.
Uh-huh.
Well, they called this bad. If they'd called it right, then maybe, or it definitely would have.
Dark cloud looming over that game,
and we don't want that.
We
We want a good, clean. This is both quarterbacks' first time in the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, it's not the first time for everybody, but there is nobody left, players-wise, from either team's last Super Bowl.
Yeah.
It's been 11 years 11 years since the last time Seattle was at a Super Bowl. It was 2025.
Yeah.
It was against the Patriots, and they lost.
Yeah.
28-24, I believe. Pat's last one was 2019, which they won.
Yeah.
So it's only been, call it 6 years.
Right.
Really.
Yeah.
5-6 years. Which they won.
Mm-hmm.
I believe they did. Yeah.
Yeah, I believe they did.
Yeah, they did, because they only lost a couple. Anyhow, unless I'm completely misremembering that, and you can correct me in the comments, but...
Please do.
Yeah, I'm used to it. I think that this year it's kind of a clean slate.
Yeah.
You don't have the same coaches as far as offensive coordinator for New England. I am drawing a blank. I am sorry.
Joe Brady? No.
No. Anyways, my God.
Holy crap, I am too.
Anyhow, he may have been there. Because he was with Brady, so he probably was there. It's going to drive me nuts, and I know his name.
Yeah, do the research right now, because I don't want to be woken up at midnight.
Josh McDaniels. Thank you.
Okay.
Spent 13 seasons as the OC in New England before that, so...
Yeah.
He is... he's kind of the link to the past in that.
Mm-hmm.
Vrabel's a link to the New England Super Bowl past because he was a player.
Right.
You've got that. So, I'm just looking to see when he was with New England. 01 to 08.
Okay.
So, no, he wouldn't have been there for... He was a personal assistant, defensive assistant, quarterbacks coach, offensive coordinator. Then he was Broncos 09 and 10, Rams 11. No, he was 12 to 21 with Patriots, so he was back as OC and quarterbacks coach. So he would have been there for their last one.
Okay.
And then he was Vegas head coach.
Right.
22 and 23, and he's not a head coach, as it turns out. Or at least it wasn't a very good one at that time.
Right.
But there's nothing wrong with that. Some people are, some people aren't. Mm-hmm. I almost think in some ways it's harder to be a good coordinator.
Yeah.
A good head coach will have good coordinators to work with.
Mm-hmm.
But we wish everybody well.
Oh yeah, definitely on both teams.
Yeah. And hey.
Yeah.
They're there. You made the dance. That's what matters.
Yeah. You guys both punched your tickets in.
Yeah. You can't win if you're not there. So.
Yep.
Nothing to be ashamed of for this season.
Absolutely.
And for anybody who says, it's a fluke that New England's there.
Mhm.
Well, they beat every team that went in front of them.
Yeah.
Some of them were pretty cupcake teams. I'll give them that.
Yes.
But they don't pick their schedule.
No.
And if all the other teams in the AFC were that much better than them, they'd be there because they'd have been in the playoffs and they would have won their way through to play the Patriots and beat them.
Mhm.
They didn't. Some of that was due to injuries, perhaps. That's fine. That happens to all teams.
Exactly. But yeah, no. So.
But like, hold on. Like one other thing I was saying for those of you who, I know there's an awful lot of people that aren't real happy that the Patriots are back. I think it's too early to say the dynasty's back.
Right. Yeah.
It's one season. Give it time.
Mhm.
Even if they lose this year, you can rest comfortably knowing that not only does New England have the most cap space, they have 11 picks in the draft. So, dear God, help the rest of the NFL because they have, again, the most cap space and 11 picks in the draft. And they don't need a quarterback.
Right.
So that means a really high-end wide receiver,
Yeah.
offensive tackle, guard, edge rusher, something,
Right.
you know?
Yeah. Maybe Bengals front office talk with Patriots front office because we picked before
Hey,
the Patriots.
I mean, a little off topic,
Uh-huh.
and I'm going to piss off Bengals fans.
Oh, here we go.
Bengals, you need draft picks. You need to free up cap space, and you need draft picks. What is T. Higgins worth to New England?
Ooh.
Hate to see T leave.
I would.
You've got 3 players on your
my
Bengals
God.
team that are worth anything as far as draft capital go.
Uh-huh.
Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins.
Yep.
Because most of the rest of them aren't.
No.
What are you going to do with Trey Hendrickson? He's a free agent.
Yeah.
Unless they franchise tag him.
Yeah.
Most of the rest of the guys are good, but you're not going to get what you can for them.
Yeah.
You're not letting Burrow go. You should not let Jamar Chase
God,
go.
no.
Hate to see T. Higgins go, but could he be a big help in New England? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. As the number 1, number 2. In fact, I'd say he'd be number 1 and Diggs would be wide receiver 2.
Yeah.
So,
But
food for thought, New England.
don't help them out. I mean, they're not in our division.
This is
but
their video. When we do a video on a team,
I know.
we are going to say what we think is best for that team, regardless of how it helps that team.
Yeah. No, I know. I know.
So,
But so all in all, hoping, like we said, for a good, clean game, no injuries, no bad.
and Drake, this is your it's your first trip to the dance, man.
I will say
The
this: I
rooting.
had to laugh when they did the trophy presentation.
And he didn't know what to do with it. Do I get to take this?
Do I put it back down on the podium?
He's
or
young. It's
he
his first
had-
time ever holding that thing.
He had no clue. I had to laugh. I mean, I felt so bad for him because he's like, what do we? What?
It's yours. You can take it.
Yep, go ahead.
Show your parents.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay. But
you know,
no, I mean, and I'm sure every QB that has,
doesn't have the experience. You remember,
Exactly.
it's his first trip to the ball.
yeah, well, that's what I was getting at.
Yeah.
You know, any QB that has, it's their first time doing something like this, they, oh, no, they're not trained for that. They're trained to throw a ball.
Yeah.
So, and not get hit.
Yeah. Well, he needs to work better on the not getting hit part.
He does, but
So. That's his O-line.
in due time.
Yeah.
So, obviously,
All right.
join us. We will be coming out with our predictions video next Friday.
Yeah. Yeah, the Friday before Super Bowl.
Yes.
They said we just want to let all
All
reports come in for injuries and
Yes.
things like that.
Who's going to be on injury list? Who's coming back? We want to make
But
sure.
this is one of those Super Bowls where I honestly think this is one that there's a lot of people saying that the real Super Bowl was the NFC Championship game because whoever won that was winning
Oh, right.
the Super Bowl, and
Yeah.
they might be right.
They could
But
very
I
well
don't
be.
think this is going to be a runaway for either team.
No. No.
I predict this to be less than 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
And really probably, realistically, under 10 points.
Hmm.
But I'm not going to say for sure because I got to look at some stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, numbers guy.
So,
But yeah, I haven't even, because I'm now trying to like, oh, which way do I want to sway? So we'll have to see when we do the predictions. So join us for then, and then for the Super Bowl.
all
We'll
right.
see you then.
Bye.
Bye.